Striper fishing on this beautiful lake, Beaver Lake in Arkansas, promises to be chilly but fresh fun. Mike and Heather will be traveling some to find the fish and revving up multiple rods and reels to boat 'em this time. And then Mike is at Antlers Ranch, Eden, Texas, for, you guessed it, antlers and the buck under 'em. The Antlers Burns Ranch is 850 plus acres. The wildlife is bred with care and the hunting is strong, and Mike will try to take advantage of it on the wildlife.
It's about the hunt, more than the kill. Sometimes it's living a dream, other times it cuts like a knife. You take your road, I take mine. The only one I know, they call it the wildlife.
The Wildlife is brought to you by Schmeiser Archery and in part by Broadhead Barn, Yeti Coolers, Commando Hunting Products, Burt Coyote Luminox, Lakewood Products, and Trophy Ridge.
That's how you smozzer ties.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
Can your tree stand do that? I didn't think so. Now with a Twisted Timber, you can. Hunt for that mature whitetail from the crooked and twisted trees where he lives. No tools or shims needed. Hook it, level it, and hunt where you need to. Get a Twisted Timber tree stand and hunt where no man has hunted before.
Can your bow case do this? Is it tough enough to protect your bow? Meet the bow file from Lakewood Products.
Featuring drop-in design with quiver-on storage, accessory and arrow case, all-in-one containment, ATV D-ring attachment, a 10-year warranty, and it's TSA approved.
Serious hunters demand serious equipment.
Get serious. Get a bow file.
That's how you smozzer ties.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
And I'm proud to be just who I am.
We're at Beaver Lake, Arkansas to pull some striper out of the water. Mike and Heather are both seasoned fishermen. Striper tend to be elusive at times, though. Will Timothy, their guide, find the golden spot? One thing is sure, these fish will certainly put up a fight on the wildlife.
We had a really good time getting the opportunity to go to Eureka Springs and get to go striper fishing.
I'm excited to go down, and
It's always a lot of fun. I've been a few times.
I had never got to experience the thrill of this. I'd been through Eureka Springs a couple of times, never got to stay there. We stayed a couple of nights in a really nice cabin that overlooked the lake there, and we were told that we had the best view on the property. Our cabin actually had full window view of the lake. Anywhere in the cabin we went, we could see the water, and I mean it was gorgeous. And right away I was like, it's going to be really hard to leave this place.
We went up and set up a trip with Beaver Fever Guide Service with Don Andreessen and Timothy Wiltshire, and they carried us out, and we really had a phenomenal time.
I realized really quickly that I probably did not bring enough clothing. Anyone who knows me knows that I absolutely hate cold weather. You know, I was all excited when Timothy had explained to us that we have a 35-mile boat ride. It didn't sink in, you know, actually how far of a drive that was in a boat. And I recall Mike asking, you know, well, how far is that? And he said, oh, it's about an hour. And I remember I think my heart hit my toes thinking, oh my gosh, this is gonna be freezing. And I'm absolutely frozen halfway into the trip. Can't move, can't walk, can't talk.
You're freezing?
It's too cold.
He said he'd rather, you know, carry us somewhere where he knew the fish were versus, you know, staying in the lake and not sure if he could get on them, you know, at this time of year.
I think we had about 10 rods going at one time, and which is pretty interesting. You had to be on your toes for this stuff, and I guess the idea of it was to watch the end of it bend, and once you've seen that, you grab and yank and...
Set it hard.
That's it. Pick it up. Yank hard.
There you go. You got it.
There you go.
I'd never been on a boat like this.
Legal limit.
And they did a really good job of, you know, keeping fresh bait on your line, things like that, and, you know, showing us how they did it. Yeah. Not bad for your first one. It was fun filming Heather catch some of these striper and stuff because they put up a really good fight.
A stropper?
Huh?
A little one.
Oh, is it really? Wow.
Just a baby. Yeah. That's gotta be the littlest one I've ever caught.
That's two. That is a tiny one there. Heather? You catching the little ones?
They all gotta eat.
Hello.
They're all hungry. Pretty excited to hold the record in Timothy's boat anyway for the smallest fish caught. Oh my gosh, I'm getting my string.
Uh-oh. Hang on to him. Keep pressure on him. Nice. What do you think about that? Cool. Here's a bigger of mine.
Yay!
This here's not quite legal.
Yeah.
21 inches.
Yay!
A little better one. Alright.
Beaver Fever Guide Service, right here outside of Eureka Springs, fishing on Beaver Lake. Got our awesome guide, Timothy, here. Fun stuff.
You get that one on the way out.
Getting bigger?
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, over 35-mile boat ride and saw some of the prettiest country you could imagine. I mean, with houses and stuff built on the lake. And we actually went from the lake to the main river that feeds the lake and went under a bridge and all that good stuff and got onto the river and went up the river for a ways. We didn't catch any of the real big stripers, but we caught some really good ones, you know, some good keepers. And
Our future home. It's a fixer-upper.
yeah. Any of them that size or whatever put up a really nice fight, and it was a lot of fun. Under the arm. Not fighting, huh?
I am way out of shape.
There you go.
That warmed me up.
Pretty good mess.
Hey, it's Don Andreessen, Beaver Fever Striper Guide Service. We've been on the lake for close to 32 years, catching fish. We run 4 boats right now. We usually fish average 650 trips a year, and we'd love to have you come down and see us. Great Lake, 485 miles of shoreline, 38,000 acres. We're loaded up with 30 pounders and 40 pounders in this lake. Happy to have you down. 479-359-2322 or 479-640-2091.
Bracing weather aside, it was fishing success. Mike and Heather caught 9 striper, 5 of which easily jumped the weight limit, and thanks to guide Timothy's filleting skill, made for a fun day of fishing and a delicious evening dinner. Next, Mike is back in Texas to pin a deer at the Antlers Ranch, Eden, Texas, on the Wildlife. The Wildlife is brought to you in part by Discount Wheel and Tire, Martin Archery, Vanguard, True Flight Manufacturing, Glow Peep, Elusive Wildlife, and Hips Archery Targets.
That's how you smazertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
That's how you smazertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
And I'm proud to be just who I am.
Welcome to the Antlers Ranch, Eden, Texas, indeed. There are plenty of targets if one will just come close enough. Mike will get some friendly advice on just how an 850-plus acre ranch is run in Texas. Then Mike gets serious about taking his bow hunting game to the game on the Wildlife.
I'd gotten a call from a guy named Keelan Johnson about doing a hunt.
This is the place right here where we're going to be hunting at the Antlers Ranch, owned by Roy Burns. Looks like a pretty cool place. Pretty entranceway.
Purple Heart Hunt's what they do every year for some of the Wounded Warriors and stuff. And the Wounded Warrior guys, they'd already shot their deer and stuff like that before I got there. And so we just kind of went on and did our own little thing out hunting and stuff.
We are here and we're excited. Cameraman Rick Wood, he agrees with me. here, man, with the Antlers Ranch.
Any of you guys ever want to do a hunt like this, I mean, get a hold of the Mainframe Outfitters, give them a call, and great people. I mean, they'll put you on some deer and show you a good time while you're there.
You got any deer out here?
No, you came to the wrong place. You got a goose hunt. This is a goat farm. You didn't know that?
Goat,
Yeah, no, we got plenty. We got plenty. Yeah, we got plenty of them. So we're ready for you.
We're ready to go. Got my cameraman, Rick Wood. Over here. That's a beautiful ranch.
It is. We love being out here. We
How many acres y'all managing out here?
about 800 to 900, 850, yeah. So we usually come out here 3 or 4 times a year and take pictures and trail camera photos and see what we have. And then take out the ones we don't want, keep the ones we do want, feed the young ones.
Well, it looks like it's working, man. It looks like y'all got a pretty good management program going on.
Yeah, we were lucky a little bit. It was a pretty dry year. I mean, pretty drouthy. So if that's a word, so it is now.
Y'all got hammered pretty good with the drought, huh?
Well, luckily we have the water troughs everywhere where we
Right.
pump well water into, and so we're pretty good on water. It's just you can't replace the browse of forbs. So no matter what you do, and no matter how well you try to replace them, you just can't replace nature. So
Right.
On years like this, it's kind of tough on the management end because you have the deer that you think are going to be big, and sometimes they end up to be 8 to 9. So if you end up shooting those type of deer, then you may have made a mistake. But so it's a little tough during a drought year. But hopefully we'll have a good spring and a good winter. And we've managed the herd this year. We've got I think 7 or 8, 8 and 9s out, and so we'll end up taking 10, 12, 14 does, 20, 25 deer off the place, and keep the bucks and keep it going. So that's what we do, and thankfully Roy lets us come out here and do what we think's best. So we enjoy it.
Cool, man. It's a pretty place.
It is. We ran a good
Neat
rain
looking.
about a couple weeks ago, and greened it up real good.
I love the mesquite and the live oak mix. Pretty awesome.
Yes, that's the old thing.
You know, we were there for a couple days, and the first day, you know, it was pretty tough trying to get on a good buck and everything. So we ended up going, you know, the next day and setting up in a different area. I waited and waited.
I think we smoked that sucker right there. Right there. Oh, it took forever for him to give me a good shot. You see a little squirrely horn on one side. It's a cool looking deer. I think we got him. I'm gonna get another arrow. Wait a little while, give him a little time to expire.
All right, folks, we've
shot a good, I think he's a 9-pointer. I'm giving it about 30, 40 minutes. I think we're gonna get down and go down, see if we can try to recover the deer and everything. I think it's a great hit, a lot of blood on the arrow.
I think it looks like a good arrow right there, man.
Eden, Texas, part of Texas is really cool. It's kind of what you call part of the hill country of Texas. It had a lot of mesquite trees and a lot of live oak mixed in with the mesquite and stuff. It's really pretty country, really pretty ranch.
Here he's landed. That cat, is that not just a great deer to take out? I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good shot right there. Came out the other side. I think it's a good heart shot. Great deer, man. I'm excited.
Holy cow. Did a good job. Not a very far walk. Very nice. Gosh. Look at there.
Pretty good follow-up, man.
Very nice. Yeah. Look at the body. It's a big deer. Holy cow. Look at that deer.
Is that good one to take out of the herd?
Baby.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, man. Awesome
Appreciate it.
deer.
Thank you, man.
Look at that thing. Congrats.
Finally put it together, man.
See.
It's like you're saying that, that leg on the opposite, it's got a messed up leg on the opposite side. And I guess they call this deformation.
Oh, yeah.
On that rack. Cool looking on it.
Yeah, very cool. Golly, what a big bodied deer.
Yeah, it looks like a lot older deer.
No gray on his back.
Big body, big head on him.
Put the smack down, didn't you?
Heck yeah, man. Had to.
Heart shot.
Down here last day, down here on the Antlers Ranch, owned by Roy Burns, and it's my guide Keelan Johnson, Sean Hefner. Man, you guys did a great job.
You did a job, man.
Great job. Got some great deer.
These are great deer. Yeah.
We come down Thursday, hunted Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and finally put the smack down on a nice management buck. On the last day, of course, when it always happens, isn't it?
Oh, that's better than any. We had a little difficulties with wind and moonlight and some other issues, but these are the type of deer. These are phenomenal for our ranch. These are mature 4.5, 5.5-year-old deer, and we work on breeding 160-inch plus deer. So these animals right here are perfect for our management category. We try to get them taken out before the rut, and gosh, we just thank you so much for coming down here and helping us out, because they're not easy to get on, are they?
No.
Not easy.
You did a great job.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we've had a great time, man. I mean, it's just like hanging around good people, and it just makes it even that much better, whether we kill anything or not. I mean, it's just fun meeting new people. And you guys are awesome.
We've had a good time.
They're a little smelly.
In the week,
a little smelly every once in a while.
That's the guy behind the camera. That's his job.
Camera guy, Rick Wood, man, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Did a good job. And, man, we made it happen.
Great way to end it. Look at there. That's nice. Good job.
Yeah, man, if y'all get a chance, book you a hunt with Mainframe Outfitters. We'll have the phone numbers and website and all that stuff at the end of the show. And come down and have a blast, man. They got a great place to stay, great food, just all around great people.
Had a really great experience on this ranch, and Keelan and Sean did a really great job. It was really exciting, neat place to go.
It's kind of like me a little bit, a little squirrely.
Well, another arrow bites the dust after it passes through a 9-point big-bodied buck. Must have been a shot heard round the ranch, because shortly after the find, Mike's guides arrived to congratulate him on the hunt. Mike and Heather take a parting shot next, then some foul-up fun with bloopers on The Wildlife. The Wildlife is brought to you in part by RattlingForks.com, Fox Stump Grinding, Van Zandt Custom Knives, Fur and Feather Taxidermy, Woody's Meat Market, Performance Paint and Body, Crawford Electric, and McQueen Propane.
how you smizertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
Nice going, Spencer. I can't believe we broke Old Man Hennessy's window.
Correction, dude. You broke. I just threw the ball.
This is really bad. What are we gonna do?
We? Go to the door, ask for the ball back.
Are you serious?
It's my ball, Myrtleback.
You're so dead. I'd run away.
Yeah, to Uruguay.
Kiss your life goodbye. Sorry.
Let's go.
Dad.
See you, dude. See ya. You got me and your well.
Nice one. Some friends you are.
Keep smiling, keep shining.
Hi. Tell him it was an accident. And we can fix the window. Come on. I'll come with you.
Loyalty. Pass it on.
You go first.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
That's how you smizertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
And I'm proud to be just who I am.
All right, we'd like to thank y'all again for watching the wildlife. We had a great fishing trip up in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, fishing with Beaver Fever Guide Service, Don Andreessen and Timothy Wilcher. Also on this show, we go to Eden, Texas and hunt at the Antlers Ranch with Keelan Johnson, Sean Hefner, and owner Roy Burns. We had a great time. Thank y'all for having us out.
As always, guys, remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Keep it wild.
Wait, I wasn't ready. I wasn't.
Pointed at us.
It's too cold. It's very cold out here.
All right.
Keep it wild.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting my strings.
Uh-oh.
Not be a time for the boat to sink.
Keep it wild. I'm a little more enthusiastic here. It's like, keep it wild.
You know, we can replace him.